virtual math live from the man cave. It is day, I don't know, this quarantine's got me losing my mind, but we're still here. We're still knocking out math. It is Thursday, I believe April 9th. I filmed these videos so far in advance, I don't know what day it is, but I think it's Thursday, April 9th. This is the day of your second Fantastic Five quiz. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you've seen those numbers going up. We're going to take some time to go over Wednesday's questions. Before we do that, I had a couple people ask me back here what I had in this frame. That is a signed Alex Ovechkin jersey for anybody who's a hockey fan, the greatest goal scorer in the history of National Hockey League. Yeah, over Wayne Gretzky. I said it. But for the people who were asking, I got a lot of sports stuff in here, but that's one of the probably the coolest things I have in here. Okay, so we're going to actually go straight into our special guest, Angel Trent. She did awesome. So we'll cut to that. Enjoy. All right, we're recording. Here we go. Okay, I am here with a very special guest. We have Angel Trent, another student from my class. Angel, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine.
Very good. Okay, so before I have you answer some math questions, I'm just going to ask you a couple of personal questions. The first one is, what's been your favorite part about being home so far?
It's been awesome. I like it. I want to come back to school now. I don't want no more coronavirus.
Yeah, I would love to have you back at school. My next question would be, what has been your least favorite thing about being home?
Well, being on the waking up so early to get on my work started and then in the school here.
But you'd rather get that stuff done early so you can hang out for the rest of the day, right?
No, that's not gonna happen.
That doesn't work for you? All right.
It's not gonna happen. I don't want to hang out
I
for
got
the rest of the day. I like work.
I like that. All right, so then I'm going to put you to work. I'm going to pull up a question for you. I'm going to read it.
Okay.
I'm going to start to solve it, but you're going to help me solve it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. There are 36 Clorox wipes in a container. If I use 1/4 of them on my classroom desks, how many Clorox wipes do I have left? So what word stands out there to you?
You have to subtract. You have a little bit of subtracting to do.
Okay, and what word stood out to you that made you think that?
It says the question left and
right there.
Okay.
All right, so this picture that I'm going to draw is going to look pretty familiar to you because we use it in class a lot. Every time I'm finding the fraction of a whole number, I would take my 36 wipes and I would put them right there in that box. And if it said I used 1/4 of them, how many pieces would I have to split that box into if I used 1/4?
4.
Good. All right, so I'll go ahead and split it into fourths. 1, 2, 3. And then I have to come up with an equation to match that picture. So if I just had 36 of something and I split it into 4 sections, what equation could I put under that picture?
You would put 36 divided by 4 equals 9.
Awesome. Good job. Now, what am I going to do with that 9?
You're going to that's the represent how many chlorides in all.
Ooh. That's how many I've got in each section, right? All right, so now
Yes,
this is where it comes down to what the question says. It says I used 1/4. So that right there is what I used. These are what I have left. So if the question asked how many do I have left, what would your answer be, or how would you solve it?
You would count, like multiply, count and multiply and see how many you get left. like 9, 18, 27. So 27 are left.
Angel, not only is that correct, I am very impressed. Great job. That was perfect. All right, so
Thank you.
you did an awesome job. Before I let you go, is there anything you want to say to all your fans out there?
Is this going to the class?
It's going to everybody. It's going to the whole fourth grade. This is your time. This is your time to give some shout outs.
Are we doing any more questions?
Nope, just one.
Okay.
All right, is that it?
Yes, sir.
All right, Angel, thank you for joining me. I miss you. You did a great job. Angel, you did a wonderful job. I'm not surprised. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you are sitting at home watching this and you would like to be a part of the show, I would love to have you. But we're getting straight into it. We're going to number 2. And like I've been saying with number 2, not a whole lot of math involved here. It's more of a vocabulary thing. If you know the vocabulary, you're going to be in good shape. You got to know what these triangles or how you can name them by their sides and by their angles. So if we're starting by the sides, you've got 2 sides that have one line, meaning those 2 sides with the one line are equal. And then you got that one side all alone that's not equal. It's got 2 lines. So if you've got 2 equal sides, that makes it an isosceles triangle. And just by looking at your answer choices, you can go ahead and get rid of 2 of them. Then you got to look at your angles. You've got an acute angle and acute angle. And here, this says 120 degrees. That's more than 90. You've got to know that that's an obtuse angle. And if you have one obtuse angle, that makes you an obtuse triangle. So it's got to be obtuse. It's got to be isosceles. That answer choice would have been B. Again, there's not a whole lot I can tell you there. You just have to know that vocabulary. And the more practice you get, the easier that one's going to get. All right, we're getting to 3 and 4, the questions I like. But for number 3, it says Charlie drank, that's not going to help me. Charlie drank 1 6/8 gallons of milk this week, and Logan drank 1 4/8 gallons of milk. How much milk did the boys have in all? As soon as you see in all, you should instantly think you got to add. So we'll pop these mixed numbers up here. Plus 1 4/8. Always start with the whole numbers. 1 plus 1 gives me 2. And if I add those fractions together, I would get 10/8. If you look at your answer choices, 2 10/8 is not 1. So you're going to get sick of hearing me say it, but I'm going to say it every time. Go through the mental checklist. What do I need to do next? Do I have an improper fraction? Yes, I do. So the 2 is fine. I'll go ahead and rewrite it. But I'm going to take 10/8 and I'm going to convert it to a mixed number. Fraction bar means divided by, right? So 10 divided by 8, how many whole times can 8 go into 10? It can go 1 whole time because 8 times 1 is 8. I need to get to 10. What's my remainder? It would be 2. That becomes my numerator, and the denominator doesn't change. Now, that's not your answer because we had to rewrite the 2 down here, right? So we're going to add these 2 together, and that would give us 3 2/8. Such good math, but still you don't see your answer choice. Mental checklist again. Do I have an improper fraction? No. Can I simplify? Yes. The 3 is fine, but we're going to take 2/8. We're going to list the factors. We're going to find the GCF, and we're going to figure this thing out. So 2/8. Factors for 2 are just 1 and 2. Factors for 4 are 1, or for 8, I'm sorry, are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Your GCF would be 2. And if I divide both of those by 2, it's going to change to 1/4. So if I got 3 1/4 as my answer, that would be B. You got 1 2/8 as an answer choice there. I'm telling you, that's always a common missed choice that is chosen in my room because they're forgetting about the whole number. Don't forget your whole number. That's why we rewrite it, circle it, put a star, whatever you got to do. But if you're getting that question right, that one's a really important one because that EOG is full of fractions. You should feel good if you're getting that question correct. Same with number 4 because it kind of deals with the same thing. It says, Michael is very good at holding his breath. On his first attempt, he held his breath for 56 3/34 seconds. And on his second attempt, he held his breath for 49 2/10 seconds. How much longer did he hold his breath on the first attempt? So how much longer, again, means I'm going to have to subtract. So we've had a little bit of experience with this. We know to line up that decimal, which we will do. Got 56 3/34, and you've got to subtract 49 2/10. Now, we've been saying once that decimal's lined up, then you got to look to the right of the decimal, make sure everything looks the same. Now, technically, you could just do this subtraction as is, but I like to make them look the same, so I pop a 0 on there because I can't change 34/100 to tenths. So I would just change 2/10 to 20/100. Then I could subtract. 4 minus 0 is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down your decimal. You can't do 6 minus 9. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So 5 changes to a 4. This 6 is now 16. If you did 16 minus 9, that gives you 7. And then, of course, 4 minus 4 is going to give you 0. Now, if we look at our answer choice, we got 7 14/100, which is an answer choice, I think. Is that what I got? 7 14/100. Answer choice he gave us was 7 14/100. No, that's not it. All right, so that answer would have been D. That one, we made it easy on you. In the past couple of days, we've had to do some rewriting it, making it look a little bit different. But that one, you got rewarded. If you did the good math, boom, you found your answer immediately. Hopefully nobody's putting A, because that would mean they did 34 minus 2, because you can't subtract the decimal 100ths and then subtract 2/10 from it. You got to make sure those look the same. So I understood why people might have put that, but that's why it's an answer choice. So that one, as long as you did the math and made them look right, boom, you got your answer right away. Number 5, multiplicative comparisons. Man, these beat up teachers all year long. It says we ordered pizza from Marabella. Shout out Antonio. We ordered 3 times as many cheese pizzas as we did pepperoni pizza. If we ordered 12 pepperoni pizzas, how many pizzas did we order total? Again, a lot of keywords there. Most importantly to me, 3 times as many in total. Oops. You would think of all these videos I'd have this thing mastered by now. All right, so times as many makes me think the box method. Let me pull out what we're comparing here. We got cheese pizzas, we got pepperoni pizzas. All right, the question said we ordered 3 times as many cheese, meaning cheese gets 3 boxes and pepperoni gets 1. Now here's where I kind of stop and I put a star. It wants to know how many pizzas do we have total. That includes cheese and pepperoni. So both of these are going to be important for our answer. All right, I'm going to pull some information out. It said how many pizzas are pepperoni. Or I'm sorry, it said there are 12 pepperoni pizzas. There's only 1 box. I'm putting 12 in there. If there's 12 in that box, there's 12 in every box. Boom, boom, boom. And since it wants to know how many pizzas total, that's got to include both. I can go 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. I can go 12 times 4. I'd probably go the multiplication route. And if I did 12 times 4, that would be a total of 48 pizzas. So that was the second or third time you've had a chance to see me solve these questions. And now you're about to go into the Fan 5 that matters, your Fan 5 quiz. And really the last little bit of work you have to do before spring break. You got a whole week to relax. So work hard today, do your absolute best. Watch this video again if you have to, and you will do great. Thank you as always for watching. Enjoy your spring break, relax, have a great time in your living room because you're not going anywhere. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.